I'm done with Thanksgiving. Done. Finito. Done hanging out with family. I'm too tired. So I'm hiding in my room. It's pitch black, so no one thinks I'm in here. Except they'll see the computer light. Because you don't have to interact with family members.
I got my Black Friday done early.
Yeah.
I'm having fun on my Nintendo Switch.
You're making you're looking for some deals. Oh, I can't stream on Friday. That would have been hilarious, because remember last year on Black Friday, I did a stream, and we had GM with us, and GM was Black Friday shopping during midstream, and the stream starts with he's looking for some deals. Where are the deals, G? Is what I said. Ugh. I feel like crap. Oh. I got everything set up, I believe. But I need to close out of a bunch of stuff. And you need to go turn your microwave off.
That's the microwave upstairs.
Like you have some thin ceilings then, boy.
That's a very sensitive mic.
Okay, I'll leave that open. Oob is here. And he's not got Eternal Life anymore. I wonder why. Who's he fighting again? Fasha?
Fasha. The counter queen. The
no,
cootie queen.
You're incorrect. Tao is the counter king.
Okay, I'll give him that, but still, Fasha's still the counter queen. Not to say, you gonna say that Tao is the counter queen? Like, hello? I mean, he can be whatever he wants to be, I don't care.
Oh, you wanted a new map, didn't you?
No, it's fine.
Didn't you ask for a new map?
No, I didn't ask for anything. I don't care.
Okay. Do you want a new map?
Eventually.
Well, I can give you one right now. Which one do you want?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
It's fine.
This is going to be a running question for every stream. Alright, what map do you want? Because it's not going to be this one come the start of the season.
Wow. Ah, I hate Clash Pataras.
Are we live?
What's the point? Yeah, we're live. What is the point? What is the point?
Cool.
We give this boy Power of Rage. She has nothing. He still loses. I
told you Power of Rage sucks.
Yep.
Dragon Power is where it's at. And even then, against Power of Rage, you might as well have Power of Rage.
What?
I mean, maybe he'll hit her. Maybe he'll hit her. Maybe he'll hit her. This boy.
There you go. Because you see, Power of Rage versus Neutral is the same as DP versus Power of Rage. That's how bad Power of Rage is.
The next test, I'm gonna take it off and see.
But the thing is what do you give them other than Warrior's Lineage? And the only Patara that I can say might have used that definitely is freaking Piccolo. Every other AI needs a different one. You have power up to the very limit, so Dragon Spirit's an option, but not ideal because it's not going to be that effective.
Yeah.
He went on a tear there for a second, but he got absolutely clapped.
Yep.
My computer's running really well right now, but
that's good.
It doesn't matter because OBS still says, "No, I'm gonna compress the video. It's too intense."
Yeah, it's really compressed right now. Some graphics are not good.
Oh.
That quality is.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it on my phone. That way I'm not ruining my CPU. Why does it wait to notify me? Oh, good lord, what's happening?
We're just getting caught up.
No, not that. It's funny because I'm the one behind right now. Because I'm watching the stream to see the body. Alright, it's better. It got better. Now I'm just using it to watch the chat. Hmm? What, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Since Unleashed Key is only a +5, and Power Rage is a +8.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of booty.
It is kind of booty. But you can't guess what we're going to be testing next test.
Huh? What, are you gonna put Unleashed Key on it?
We're going to try it.
Oh my god. I just don't mess with it. And I noticed that Sam and the Val's quit messing with it too. That crud ain't worth it. You want an AI that doesn't clash because clashes are whack.
Flash should beat him.
Like, if we know the guy who programmed this new AI, tell them to go in and make them rotate their joysticks slower. Because then Flash Batars will actually matter. Again. Because they're really bad right now. They're not worth it. There's a reason no one on our team runs it. Fat Boo.
We're just seeing if we can get an oob that's looking pretty good without Eternal Life. So if he needs the Eternal Life clutch, I'll give it to him. But if not, then I won't.
Trainer wasn't working.
So I at least want to give him some kind of healing. But it's just those last 2 points.
Does he have a quick fast attack?
Yeah, he has a quick fast attack.
Take that off and upgrade the Power Rage to a Dragon Power. It's the only one of the Flash Batars I feel is worth it nowadays.
Then he would just be Majub. I might test that build.
No, Majub's on a defense build now.
What he was last season.
Yeah. And he still is. That's what they're testing them on.
Well, unless it goes to target, they directly candidate BP. So nothing versus Power Rage is a difference of 8. But Unleashed Key versus a Dragon Power is a difference of 11. So
what is it?
It'd still be stronger.
Show me what you've got. I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah, I just don't touch them. I just don't touch them. If I can afford not to touch them, I won't. The only characters that really could use them are the double Rush BT characters. But the Dells need it. Beyond that, I don't mess with them. Yeah, Clash Patars just aren't my thing. There's a lot of Patars that I don't mess with. I try not to mess with Light and Energy.
You just put it on defense build to fill it out, but outside of that, you're just like, nah.
No. I also prefer not to mess with Quick Fast Attack if I can help it.
Quick Fast Attack.
The only character I put it on my team, consensually, when there are other options, is Yajirobe, just because his melee is so weak, starting out. It's just because his friggin' AI is so damn good at it that he was good last season. And even then, even though he was so damn good, since his melee is so weak, he only I can only say he was about a 40k character. In performance of the AI, he was like a 50-55k character. Since his damage was so low, he didn't look as good as he really was. The AI was really smart and really good, but his damage just couldn't back it up.
I mean, Ub does have a Clash B2. I mean, we could always change his Super Kamehameha to another Rush B2 if we really wanted to, but I'd rather not do that.
I'm going to enjoy this.
I'd only change it if the high-speed rush is available, because that tracks. You want to track.
I'm pretty sure his
rush
pretty sure his BVP also tracks.
Yeah, it does. It tracks. You want double tracking rush BVPs. And then Super Explosive Wave makes him a very combine all that makes him a pretty deadly close range fighter. Think Yamcha. Except replace the extra large Spirit Ball with a Super Explosive Wave. And make Wolfang Fish trap. Really, Ub is a better Yamcha, when you really think about it. In terms of game statistics. He has a Super Kamehameha, he has a tracking Rush B2, and he has a Super Explosive Wave in place of Super Sukoden or whatever it's called. And they both have power up to the very limit. And they're both very fast melee fighters with high damage. Yet for a while, Yamcha was a better fighter than Ub was.
He still is a better fighter than Ub is. Since performances like this, that would cost us the whole entire match. Him just getting clapped up.
No, I've trained so hard.
And it's Piccolo, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess. I wouldn't even consider that. Fasha and Zengaya would be a higher priority than changing one of Vidal's rushes. Just throw the Dragon Power on her and she's golden.
He has a fair... yeah, I think Sam has a fair point. That's hilarious.
She just punched his teeth down his throat. That's Fasha for you.
Yeah. D&D tomorrow. I'm working on my own D&D world right now. The map turned out friggin' amazing. You saw that, Yubel, right?
It looked good.
Yeah, I did a good
I don't know much about D&D, but it did look good.
Yeah, that map turned out beautiful. And starting it as a sandbox before doing a big story sounds like the best way for me to get used to DMing.
Well, that is true.
Ha! Yeah, it makes sense.
Both of them understand. At least we know that blue shirt's confirmed in.
Yep. Yep, that is very crazy that Han is confirmed pretty much a lot as of right now. Well, he tried. You guys have a very similar situation going on with what's his face? Yeah, you guys
With who?
Friggin' Oasis and Namek, that's what I was trying to say. Because Oasis is currently in the middle of the debate of male or early Piccolo. Which sounds like an easy choice, but the 4v4 yesterday says otherwise.
Whew, that Piccolo AI on him is giving me the vapors.
I told you, he's amazing. I told you Piccolo AI is great.
God.
Who's your other melee fighter?
We don't have another melee fighter.
Yeah, you do.
I've been training hard.
We don't.
Yes, you do.
We have a defense mixed.
He's a melee
But
fighter.
we don't have... Oh, is he a melee fighter, or who is our other melee fighter?
He is your second melee fighter.
He's our first melee fighter.
What do you mean? What?
He's our main.
I'm talking about Gohan.
Gohan Blue's defense.
No, he's your melee. He's a
He's
melee
mixed.
fighter. Yes, he has a defense plus Patara on him, and he has a latent energy, but he's a melee fighter. He fights primarily in melee combat. And that's why I call him a melee fighter.
Yeah. He's already melee. Okay.
He's not on Piccolo AI, isn't he?
No, he's on multiple AI.
Well, there you go. He's your aggressive melee fighter, and Oob is actually going to end up being a more passive melee fighter.
I'm fine with that.
That's crazy. Literally mirrored fucking our team, with the defense fighter ending up being the aggressive one, and the high damage one ending up being the passive one.
Like you did.
Yep. But we were forced into the decision of Piccolo AI on Cyber Top because no other AIs wanted to do what we wanted. Yeah, see, like when momentum's in his favor, he hits the gas. High octane action, no slowing down.
Oh, that was beautiful.
It was.
You go home and train, boy. That was beautiful.
I think Yubel's in love. Best boy is back. Now I can't wait for him to fight Cyborg Tao. Ooh, man. I haven't heard you sound so ecstatic in a while.
Because that was good. He clocked the Fascia without even needing Eternal Life. That was exactly what I want to see from him.
This man's a very happy boy right now. I passed Jane. I'm gonna go back to purple. Oh, you guys are testing on the city. Thank you.
Yeah, those two melee eyes have definitely been up there.
Yeah, it's very interesting because the two have vastly different fighting styles. In fact, I said to Oasis that Piccolo AI is probably the most accurate, has the most accurate description compared to how they actually fight in game, outside of the B1 AI guitars, because those are obviously the most accurate because they definitely spam with B1s. But Piccolo AI is the most accurate other than those because it fights exactly how you expect it to: defensive and passive, exploit the weaknesses, and when you have advantage, hit the gas. This is an aggressive fighter versus a passive fighter. The question simply because can this AI on Maju slow down the freight train that is Jane? Because when he's slowed down, it's very hard for him to really get going. And it seems like he's starting to. Kaikosen also is a very good help at slowing down the pace, like Piccolo AI wants. But then the aggressive melee fighter starts to get some momentum, and he just starts to go ham, and he does like a 6K combo. And then the passive fighter counters.
Yep.
And so it goes. Ooh, the counter. He just flew through that tree. He stopped 2 Kaikosens this match. Ooh! Impressive. We were talking about Mystic Breath. That's another thing that helps with a more passive fighting style, is the Mystic Breath slash Explosive Wave. It's your panic button when someone's got all the momentum. Might have a winner here.
No.
I just do that if it's that. Yeah, I want to invite you to
Alright, sorry about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. That would be a bad
What's hurting Jane the most is that he's not throwing out any B2s. That's the burst damage that he can.
He hasn't connected with any B2s. The B2 that he threw out, he might be blocked.
Oh, there's the Kekos, and I think this match has been decided. Oh no! He
No.
did not.
He doesn't have
follow up.
exquisite skill.
He didn't follow up. I was expecting him to better follow up with it.
Jane's got energy.
Here goes.
If anything, this is exactly what you expect from these people, not how he wins. And exactly what you expect from their AIs, too. They fought exactly how you did expect. There you go.
Yep.
I still have plenty of
Really, it came down to B2 connection.
Tends to be what it seems to come down to with Jane's matches, is that he needs one or two of those big burst damage hits.
Let me show you what I got from Boo.
He needs to be able to do both efficiently. One of those is hit or miss, but one of them, the other is very consistently amazing.
Take this.
Whoop. That was weird. Nicely connected with the grab. That gave Jane the opening you needed to charge. See Jane's charging more, this match is a completely different story. Jane's connecting with B2s, this match is a completely different story.
Now Jane is low.
It's not that Majins is playing bad in this match compared to the other, it's not that he's inconsistent, it's that Jane is using his ki more wisely this time. And a defense fighter like Jane, like Majins, needs to do that. They need to be able to spend the ki efficiently. Majins spent his ki efficiently last match, and his last does. Sure, Majin missed 2 Kaikosens, but he Mystic Breath the Lightning Shower and did hit a Kaikosen. That was absolutely tight.
Yeah, that was a white. What were you saying, Havoc?
No, he's keeping up with Jane. He just got on. He couldn't keep up with Jane this match is the thing. Just because Jane turned it up to 11 this match.
Alright, let's see this final round. And watch him clap up Jane.
Think you're ready for me to go all out?
Well, we've had the even match, and we've had the blowout on Jane's side. So the next logical step will be the blowout on Majin's side.
Yeah.
And with our biggest weakness patched out, I suspect Andy's going to be just as strong this upcoming season because he'll be harder to predict where he's going to end up in a lineup. He's harder to plan for since you can't just throw your hardest counter up front against him because you don't know who's going to be in front of him. He's a very good opener, yes. But he's a very good mid-game player, and he's also very good at closing because of just how dangerous he is. Much in the vein of Cell. Jade and Cell are very similar characters in a weird way. In their roles they play for their team.
We're hoping that we can find Chibu to be that role for us.
I think Gohan Buu is your cell, to be honest.
He could be. Right now he is. Guess we couldn't get him working on Eternal Life by just throwing it on him. We'd have to test it.
The thing is that your team... Jesus Christ, man. The thing, yeah. The thing is that your team is more like ED than it is Blades or Andy's, because your team is full of strong characters with like one weak one. Statistically weak one, I should say. Oob is Ben weak, but that's just unlucky.
Yeah, it was just been hurting.
And look, I compare you to Earth Defenders, the stats speak for themselves. 10-5 last season.
Yeah. That's because we had Nuova.
Yeah, to be fair. But Kid Boo's gonna
if
be
we do 10-5 without Nuova, then...
Yeah, but Kid Boo's gonna be working the whole season this time. And Fat Boo is about as strong as he was last season. He was your weekly say, correct?
Yeah.
So, you guys are looking good. Maybe a tad weaker. But that tad weaker could be remedied by the removal of sleep. But anyway, press the display from Jane. Still like what Majin's doing on that Piccolo AI. Majin GG on a build that is absolutely disgusting. Look at this filth. But yeah, I was about to make that joke. He about to kill someone.
To oblivion.
I do feel that you might... I'm gonna be fair though, you guys probably give him one of the worst matchups imaginable. A character with light body.
Yep. Rip Clash. Not used to seeing him Roger lose Clash, especially since he was always running around with Dragon Power. But that's the price you pay when you change the Eternal Life.
Yeah, Maju lost every Clash rip. That's just unlucky. Clashes are luck. I think we're gonna get unique dialogue. I even put him in the right costumes. No!
Let's fight!
Dang it. I'm disappointed. I expected unique dialogue. These two characters interacted. Maju is what I describe as the pure aggressive spammer. Tapion used to be the pure aggressive spammer. And Maju definitely was too. Maju Vegeta was too. But Tapion was more textbook since his B2s were cheaper. But now Majin Vegeta is probably the best remaining aggressive spammer in the league. It would be broken on paper, but you put him against a light body user. And that did not do a lot of damage. I want to say that something happened there.
Super -1. With no ignition. And it is the weaker of his 2v2s.
Is Majin GG banned from the Vegeta?
No.
You guys should give him a Vegeta AI and try this again. If you guys haven't already put him on Vegeta AI in the second round.
Ooh! Oh, that's Gohan.
+1.
Ignition.
That's it.
Is that it? Yep.
It was a close match. Better than I thought it would go, honestly, for Majin GG.
He had a nice lead and then 1v2, and all of a sudden, damage.
Prepare to die! Okay, come on!
Like, I put him in the right costumes and everything and no unique dialogue. I'm disappointed. Seriously.
Well, Vegeta never really associated with Gohan too much.
Yes, they do. Majin Vegeta and Adult Gohan had a moment.
In the Buus saga?
Yes.
When?
Adult Gohan says, he says, is this really necessary right now? You need to stop this, and then he tells Gohan to step aside. It was right when it was when Majin Vegeta was challenging Goku at the World Martial Arts
But they didn't fight or anything.
They didn't fight, but they could use that as the dialogue.
I guess they really wanted to put that in there.
I would have liked it. Yes, BT3's story mode was lacking. Yeah. It is Rush Blast 3, dude.
They call it damage.
Dead.
Damn. Caught that boy up.
I have 3 sodas on my desk right
Mm-hmm.
now. This one's Dr. Pepper.
Same cost as that explosive Madon that just popped you in the back of the head for 8K. But that's Gohan's for you. Why is explosive Madon only 2 costs?
Because some people just want to watch the world burn. You could put you could put Adult Gohan in an Android build and watch the League cry.
Yeah.
Forget I said that. I don't want to create another monster. I
You're
said
about to.
I said nothing. Y'all have heard nothing,
explosive
alright?
Madon is pretty much a flame shower breath, right?
Everyone.
Same cost.
Everyone.
Same animation.
Everyone, be quiet. Everyone, we're gonna forget I said that, alright? Wipe that from your. I want you to control X that from your brain right now. Probably. Yeah, we're all gonna forget that I said that about Adult Gohan.
You can't do this.
I don't know why my computer's running so well today. My computer is the definition of inconsistent. Majin Vegeta is labeled in the trainer as Vegeta End. The bollocks.
Time to.
Good. Well, let's pretend I said anything. Well, I swear that second match he was down by 2 bars.
Prepare to die. Let's fight.
I just noticed that I put Gohan in his non-purple outfit.
You had one job. This is Tien. The first one was Chaozu. This is Tien.
Yep. This one's Tien. Chaozu should have been the first one. Oh, that's not Dr. Pepper, that's Dr. Pepper 10. No wonder that tasted off.
It is the Unleashed Latent Power 1 that makes an android. When their natural charge rate goes past the general requirement for V2, that makes them more of an android because they're charging past, I believe, the correct amount that they need in order to fire a V2.
Yeah, so how it works, Spoof, is how you build an android out of a non-android is based on their B2s. So, say you have adult... no, we're not going to talk about that. Say you have Tapion with a 2-bar B2 and a 3-bar B2. Then you look at how many bars of ki they charge passively with no Patari in the ranks. For Tapion, that's also 2. So by default, he can charge passively up to 2 bars without doing anything over time. But he can't hit Brave Slash. So you give him an Unleash Latent Power 1, which increases that threshold by 1 bar. So now he can reach passively over time both his second and his 2 bar and his 3 bar B2, so he has options. Beyond that, he is. Beyond that, Unleash Latent Power 1 also gives you a P minus. This actually affects passive charge rate. P pluses and minuses affect passive as well as active charge rate. So when you make a character like this, usually you want to get them to at least back to neutral key charge rate, depending on how high or low their charge rate is. Like for Trunks, we had to give him a lot of charge because his passive charge, his base charge rate isn't that good. And Late Piccolo, on the meanwhile, has a much better passive charge rate and has much more powerful B2s and much better B2s. So they could afford to give him Super Plus 1 and launch the support alone. So really, all you need is Unleash Latent Power 1 or Unleash Latent Power 2. And Unleash Latent Power 2 is usually ill-advised. If a character needs that, it's probably a bad idea, because that gives you a key minus 2.
Yeah.
High Tension works, and Tension Up works. I just don't use them because I'd rather give them Launch to Support and Fighting Spirit, because with Launch to Support and Fighting Spirit over High Tension, that increases your active charge rate as well by a much more significant margin than High Tension would, because High Tension is active at all times. During melee, you're getting key from High Tension. During active charge, you're getting key from High Tension. And during passive charge, you're getting key from High Tension. And that goes past how much key you charge normally. Yeah, it's more of a hybrid droid build. I was calling Trunks Terminator.
Mm-hmm. It's just easier just to call it an Android build because it's a build that's incorporated on top of just a normal character.
Well, I guess the term should be he's a cyborg.
Yeah.
He's a cyborg build. There you go.
Micro Vegeta could pull it off easy too. Since his Big Bang attack is 3, he could pull it off.
Yeah, a lot of characters.
Gohan, I don't think needed. Isn't Adult Gohan? Isn't both of his 2? Both of his are 2.
Maybe.
Unless that volley is 3.
Yeah, you look at their B2 costs, and then if their B2 costs and their base key and their base passive, the amount of bars they gain passively line up to a point where Unleash Latent Power 1 allows them to hit all their B2s. You then look and see, do they have a high charge rate or powerful B2s? If they have one or the other, it usually determines whether you go with a super plate based cyborg build or a key-based cyborg build. Late Piccolo and Trunks are both hybrid cyborg builds, but they're both completely different styles of it. Like Trunks is very high charge rate because he needs it, but Piccolo's is lower, but he has the Super Plus 1, so it's more damage. Oh, I've already seen it, Sam. I saw the Unleash Latent Power 3, and that is overkill to the max. Yeah, it would absolutely work on Vegeta, because you could give him a Super Plus 1 build with just Super Plus 1 launch support, Unleash Latent Power, Fighting Spirit, Indignation, and he'd probably be good. You could go key plus 1 launch support if you really wanted to, and I recommended that they try it on late pick, but it was probably unnecessary.
I'm not going to talk about that wildfire that would be Adult Gohan.
But now that
apparently Adult Gohan's volley is 3 bars, so his explosive Madon is 2, but his volley is 3. It's weird.
Not this one. That one.
No, that one. Although I think the Fasha we've been facing is a little bit harder since she has the utility Patara power.
But Rush Blast 3.
But what about Rush Blast 3? Like, if you're gonna go, I feel like if you're gonna go in with, you should go in. Like, I want to see Attack Plus 2 serious Rush Blast 3.
The other thing about Herc and Devilman is that their melee is not too good. Another requirement for a cyborg to work is generally at least fast melee.
Yeah.
But generally, you also want them to have powerful and not bad damage-wise melee.
You could be talking about this while the test is going on.
Because there's good melee, because they need good melee too. I can't English. I have to train. I have to use trainer and switch this
Do
over.
you?
Yep, I have to switch
You
it
didn't
back.
have to build?
No, I have to switch it to Majin Buu AI.
But the build is different.
Oh.
It's that
Okay.
one. You can just change that Goku to Trunks.
Well, I almost screwed up the test. So nice job catching that. Oh crap! I changed Vegeta's build. But luckily it was custom 3, so it doesn't matter.
No, Trunks.
What are you talking about?
It's Trunks AI.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was Majin Buu instead.
It would be better if it was Majin Buu. I like Majin Buu over Trunks, but it's their test. Watch this girl clap my boy up again. Taking him to some unknown place. What is this place?
But yeah, now that we figured out, now that I fully understand how active and passive charge rates work in conjunction with key pluses, an Android build on non-Android characters is a very possible and very viable thing, so long as you don't go all in like they did with the Pan build. That's not going to work out. At least I highly doubt it will. It's overkill. Yeah, there's a lot of characters in the league that it's worth looking at it, but generally, if you've already got a good idea of where you want to go with the character right in the current moment, it's something to save for when you have the rest of the team figured out before you start experimenting with it. Trunks, we didn't have anything for him anyway, so we're like, fuck it, we'll try an Android build, because it seems like I tried this every season in the offseason. It's just now we finally understand how to make it work.
I don't even think this Oob clapped her up.
That's the thing. Unleash Latent Power 1, 2, and 3 do not stop you from charging. They're going to charge, which is why you want to have a high charge rate. Not only because you want the active charge to still be decent, because they're going to do it, even though you can't stop it. But the other thing is that it affects your passive charge when you get minuses from Unleash Latent Power, which is why you want to be as close to base as possible. Like, I have a question about Pan. What costs are Pan's B2? She has Guildmaster and Kamehameha, so I think they're both 3, if I recall correctly.
Here goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like,
it does not stop you from charging, so she's gonna be charging slow.
Yep. We tested it. Pan's charge rate with the build you guys have is gonna be bad.
Yeah, both actively and passively slow.
Yeah, her passive is really slow too, just because she has a starting T-1 with no boosts. Oh boy. Like, here's an idea. Again, could you tell me about the cost of Pan's B2s? Your boy might actually win. Oh, he tried. He might actually lose. Fasha might clutch this. I think Fasha clutched this. They're both 3, and she has 2 passive bars of base. Oh, nice.
That's exactly the same result. Like, you saying that Oob clapped her up, and like, even in our test, he barely beat her. Like,
so,
if there's any Oob that you may want to put Fasha against, that one that was in our test.
So Sam, what she could run is key up 1, Unleash Latent Power 1 launcher support, and then you have 2 more points free to put whatever you want in. And that way, you passively charge up to the amount of key you need to hit B2s, both of your B2s, so you have options. And more importantly, your charge rate at base before any other boosts is +1. So your passive and active are going to be faster than normal by default. And then you put things like Fighting Spirit on, and it's even higher. You want either really fast passive and active charge rate on the Cyborg build, or you want really high damaging E2s with really good melee, like a la late pick.
No, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that doesn't work anyway.
But you'll see in your test.
If you want, I can explain it a little better in a DM that you could show Dax later after the stream if you want. Yeah, the thing is, Dax, is that her passive is going to be lower than normal, and her active is going to be pretty bad. And Unleash Lightning Power 3 just is unnecessary. She only needs Unleash Lightning Power 1. That way her passive and active are higher, and you can give her other guitars on top of it, like Fighting Spirit, like Indignation. The Cyborg build is not meant to discourage active charging. It's more so meant to gain you value when you're not able to charge. When the enemy will not back off and let you charge, the Unleash Lightning Power allows you to gain the key to throw out those PPs. That's why Piccolo on his droid build friggin' destroys people. Because, sure, you're clapping him up, right? But then he backflips and hits you with a 10k light grenade. And he's caught up. Or in fact, he's in the lead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she was, with high tension, she was charging those 2 bars quick, but it's only 2 when her P2s cost 3, so he's not doing too much.
Yeah, you don't, she doesn't need the Unleash Lightning Power 3, she only needs the Unleash Lightning Power 4. This is match 3 correct.
Yeah.
Good, I thought I was wondering.
No, who barely won it when she clapped
I really
him up
like
like
discussing this because this thing that seemed like a thing that would never work actually seems like it might be a viable strategy going forward.
It's niche, but yeah, it's viable.
It's a new way for spammers to fight very aggressively. Like, you think that, because I classify Majin Vegeta as an aggressive spammer because of his really good melee and very high charge. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you want. You want, yeah, key +1 launches Unleash Lightning Power 1, has her at key +1 by default. Essentially, the key +1 negates Unleash Lightning Power 1's negative effects. And launcher support puts her at net +1. And then you have 2 points free to slap whatever you want on there. Light Body can be useful sometimes. But Light Body's kind of not necessary, to be honest. But then you can put like Fighting Spirit on, which raises your passive and active even more, and Indignation. Would I DM for ED builds? What do you mean?
You either copy it off of the final customization or you talk alone. But they haven't been doing too much testing.
Who would I DM for ED builds? I didn't read all that. Lone Fox is still on the team, he's just choosing to step out of his coaching role, so you could probably DM Lone Fox. If you're looking for Krillin, it's pretty obvious. Krillin's build has not changed in probably like 4 seasons, I think. He's the new Fascia. I mean, Light Body's Light Body.
Light Body is Light Body.
Fair enough. My point is invalid. Light Body is Light Body. Like, I don't even have a counter argument. Light Body, my argument is defeated. I can't defeat that.
The reason why he won
Sam.
is because of that eternal life that kept him in there. But she did more than.
Yeah, I cannot defeat your logic, Sam. Light Body's Light Body.
Like that's not a challenge. Like if you want to do the Fascia rematch, you want to fight someone who clapped her up. Do that build that we just did, the Power of Rage Piccolo. Yeah, that clapped her up much more than the Trunks on Eternal Life.
Blue shirts out here. Alright, who's she facing? Krillin. I want to believe that an android character, a cyborg character, I'm trying to establish a nickname for this, the cyborg character. I'd like to believe a cyborg character is actually very effective against a passive melee fighter.
Yes.
Because the passive melee fighter wants to slow the pace down. You do not want to slow the pace down against an android, because then they're gaining incremental advantage over you over time. Much like an Eternal Life fighter.
I'm in a bad mood right now.
It might be best just to copy builds from their final customization for Earth Defenders, because they haven't done much testing or training.
Yeah, talk to Lone Fox, and if you don't get a response, there's more torque. 3 a.m. gaming on the Discord.
Yeah.
Hand smaller than Krillin, inaccurate.
Spanking that booty. Spanking that booty. Spanking that booty.
Krillin doing Krillin things, my god. Mecha character? I think cyborg is the right term, since they're part human, part machine.
That's
Since
cyborg.
androids are completely mechanical, so they're completely android-type characters. Cyborgs are are human characters with android abilities. So I think that I'm gonna go with calling these types of builds cyborg builds instead of Terminator builds, because Terminator I don't think he was half human, half machine.
No, he was all machine.
Yeah, so cyborg is the term. Much like how 17 and 18 are really cyborg 17 and cyborg 18. But then they have the abilities of regular androids, so and then that just opens up a huge can of worms, and things get complicated.
But as you're seeing, Hannah's hurting for that energy, and her passively is not charging too hot.
Like I'm happy to help, because I want to see everyone do well.
My training paid off.
And I
Except
love yeah, except go. I'm sorry, Jack. Just screwing around. Because I want to see everyone do well, because it makes the league more fun to watch, and I love seeing people throw around ideas like this. It's good to see ideas being thrown around, people trying to upend the meta with their own unique ideas. I like to think we did that last season with the idea of it's good. She's doing better this time.
She has enough blast stops to at least launch a B2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to say that that's a -1 for charging underwater. I really don't like that mechanic to begin with, to be honest. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that with these android characters, they need to be good at melee, or at least competent enough to defend themselves against characters like this. It might just be that Krillin's ridiculous, but
Krillin is ridiculous.
but the low active charge rate isn't helping either.
No. So maybe Q+1, Unleash Lightning Power 1, launches support, and then two
others. Maybe Serious Fighting Spirit. That'd be
you
my
can do
idea.
serious something. And if you really want to use that high tension, there you go. That could be the last two spots.
You can make her attack. You could probably get away with making her attack +1 Serious Fighting Spirit. Unleash Lightning Power launch support. I'm not entirely sure. I think her B2s might not be powerful enough, or her charge rate at base might not be good enough. Because she'd be at base charge rate with that build before Fighting Spirit kicks in. She'd need to be really good at melee to defend herself.
Ken's not bad.
Yeah. I like
When she puts the blue shirt on.
They didn't actually list a costume, so I just did that out of the goodness of my heart.
It's always a blue shirt.
Yep, pretty much nowadays. I love that that's translated over into the league finally.
The majors, at least.
But yeah, may I ask, since I got you here, what is this build? Where did this come from? I don't want to put him in costume too, that'd be gross. So she fights a more passive style.
So she would be a fun android character since cyborg character since cyborgs have an advantage over passive fighters.
Okay, come and get me.
So that would only increase her passive fighting potential. But an active fighter...
You just need to pick her fights a little carefully. Kind of like... but there's certain characters you do have to pick your fights carefully. Like, some characters are just good enough where you can almost throw them in any situation and watch them wreck house. Key point, Jane. Like, we were able to basically throw them against whoever we wanted, and we got away with it because it was too hard. They couldn't punish it. And then once people were able to punish it, they punished it hard. And then we lost 4 matches in a row.
You fool.
Okay. I'm guessing the build on Cell is start him in first form so he can heal. Transform and heal, which gives you more of a punching bag over time, as well as giving him lots of boost to be a difficult opponent.
Yeah.
Like giving him a hard-hitting B2, harding, so I'm guessing that's what the build is
I've
for.
always said if I've ever wanted another character to be an oob oh boy. If there's only one other character in the league that I'd like to get the oob rule, where the character's allowed on someone else's team, or in this case as an FA, and that's first form Cell. They're never going to put him in anything lower than the second form. We all know that. And first form has a really cool niche of a quick charge build that I really want to see someone abuse. Because imagine a key +2 super -1 fighting spirit, indignation quick charge. What else? Launches support. Light body build. With Broly's Ring as a limiter. It doesn't sound outstanding, but it sounds fun. And I like fun. Cyborg builds are fun. Yajirobe, his build is fun. And transforming characters that transform like 4 times a match are also fun. And a character with a neat gimmick of having 2 quick charge B2s is fun.
That's it.
I mean, but when did they ever use this build is what I'm asking.
They never used that build, they made it.
Where's my soda? Company's completely gone.
That's good.
This is another way. That is another way you could build the super plus. Build the quick charge build or less. So you could give him a super +2 build with launch support, and then give him quick charge and then fighting spirit, indignation, light body, and now his quick charge B2s hit ridiculously hard. But what is the purpose of this test? I wonder. That's the one I want to know. I'm curious.
And just to see how far she gets against a difficult opponent?
Yeah, because I like... Because if there's one thing I can credit Dax for, is that he is the way he thinks about the characters he tests his characters against is very interesting and very well thought out. He wants to put them in very specific scenarios, and in some ways that makes perfect sense, and he's actually ahead of his time. So some builds that I see and I look at decks and I'm like, huh? But when you explain them, they make a lot more sense.
But Dax doesn't need to explain himself to us.
Oh, she got lost. I looked away for a second.
Yeah. He did Solar Flare.
He Solar Flared and dipped, apparently.
Yeah, he Solar Flared her.
Thank you for the energy.
Oh!
Oh!
See that damage? See what
Jesus.
I mean? Imagine that with a quick charge build. Imagine that with a quick charge build. And
She's dead!
See why I want this in the league now?
Holy crap.
That right there is why they need to allow for first form cell to be an FA.
Jesus.
That right there is why. That right there is why first form cell needs to be an FA, because it's a unique, weird thing to plan for. Because you give him a little space, he spends a second charging a Kamehameha, and you've 8,000 damage. I mean 18,000 damage. You're welcome.
Ooh. He spoke her. God damn.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, in some ways. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, in some ways I don't understand the methods of the Daxter, but in some ways Daxter is a mad genius in the good way, and not the useless way. And he's just the mad genius because no one else has thought of testing this way. Everyone just tests their melee characters against melee characters and their melee characters against defense characters. Yes, I know Tyson is Daxter. I figured it out when he made his first post. I was like, that sounds like it's Daxter talking.
Because you're all talking as if he's not here.
I'm not talking as if he's not here. I'm talking to him right
It
now.
it just sounds like you're talking as if he is not here.
I'm talking up the Daxter because I like the Daxter.
But only when he explains himself. But he's too meta.
He is too meta.
Daxter's over there in season 15 looking.
Yeah, I like that. That man's thinking 3 seasons ahead. I like that.
That cell may not be meta right now, but in season 13, that cell is like the #1 character.
Please allow first form cell as an FA. Trust me, it might be terrible. Terrible as in terribly not fun to fight against, because you take 20,000 when you were ahead against him. But it's a crazy, wacky build that will be a very interesting opponent for people to face.
The thing is that they already said no.
It's a better version of early Piccolo's nuke build from last season, basically, is what it is. It's a better early Piccolo build.
They did say no to that, though.
Yeah. I really want first form cell to be a thing, though, and they're never gonna do it.
Nope. Okay.
And now for something I absolutely do not care about. I'm liking the discussions in this thus far.
It does look interesting. Good luck.
You have piqued my interest. What am I about to scroll down and see? Ooh, stiff competition. He didn't want to fuck with that Kid Coup. He did not want to fuck with Kid Coup.
Nah, they go Coup blow the nipples out.
He didn't want to fuck with Kid Coup. That's great. About what I expected. I like that lineup. Basker Blast, of course. What map is he on? Ooh, Souls of Blade Rush hits! At least I get to see a cool ult. He didn't list a map. Just so you know. Alright. Sorry, the stream is probably lagging right now. I will stop in a second. Okay. Sorry about that.
Dude, what were you doing?
I was looking on the forums, and that caused the stream to lag, I believe.
Oh, because you wanted to see the cats.
Yeah.
You could have just asked me.
Well,
I don't want to mess with a nuker yet.
All I knew was, yeah, yeah. All I knew was it was a 4v4 versus ED, so I wanted to check. Good Dr. Pepper. Now I drink my Dr. Pepper 10.
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
I love Dr. Pepper.
I used to like it, but I don't know. I don't like it anymore. It's different. I don't know if they did to it.
We were talking about earlier. Salsa could be a good candidate for a Android build. He has the added benefit of finished
Cyborg.
Cyborg. We will eventually quit referring to it as a droid build, but we are trying to establish the cyborg build name. So we have to get used to this new name for this title.
Yeah, he'd be a good candidate for it. But the question is that what they need? Right now on their team, they need meleeers, so...
Yeah, I'm glad it's a thing.
They got their B2ers.
What is this? This is, these are tests for a league called Dragon Ball Z League. We take the extremely bloated roster of Budokai Tenkaichi 3, separate most of the roster, not all of it, into 16 teams of 5 with different themes, like, say, the Ginyu Force, Team Muscle, which is all the characters that look like they're on steroids, all the characters with swords, all the characters that are made of bubblegum. We stick them in 16 teams of 5, and they duke it out. They duke it out in 5v5 or 4v4, depending on the format of matches. And it's AI versus AI, so people customize and give certain stat buffs and certain items to the characters, and then give them AIs to make them behave the way they want them to. And we watch it for entertainment purposes.
You make me want to go to sleep.
Yes, you do, Salsa.
I'm surprised Salsa won that.
Yeah, so right now what's happening is we're in off-season from last season, and right now everyone's testing out new things to see like where they want to go with their team in the next season. There have been 9 seasons, and we're going into season 10. And I happen to be a member. I don't normally gloat. I happen to be a member of the team that was champions last season. The Blades. Come on, fight each other. Another Salsa Blade Rush, wow. He likes that B2.
Good.
And you be quiet. Salsa is not, no. I'm releasing a new brand of chili sauce. It's called Salsa, and it is made out of exactly what you think it is.
Hey, my boy, Bob. Look, there is a Team Boo, and Kid Boo is on that team if you would like to join.
There's a team, Kid Boo is on a team called the Buus with Fat Boo, Super Boo, specifically Gohan version of Super Boo, Evil Boo, Kid Boo, and Oob. That's what their team is made up of. Yubel over here, the other guy on the microphone, say hello.
Hello.
He is a member of Team Buus. He is a proud member who's been there for, what, over half a decade now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, and he is one of the star members of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually their home map, but it won't be their home map for long. You know it. Come on.
If it's up to me, it won't be, because I don't care. I need to get a free agent.
You're not gonna get one. Ooh, Piccolo AI. Oh, why did I change maps? Why did I change maps? What was I thinking? Yeah, I gotcha.
And you can go on Discord and talk to all the Boo members like Coach and not me.
Because of certain things. Yes, Abraham, I changed maps on accident and I messed up. I'll go grab the forum link. Fine, I can actually afford to open up pop-out chat on my computer.
You're nothing but a pig. Finally. Do you want to fight me?
Salsa looking vicious, yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. He's looking like a good pickup for Derp.
For him. There should be a link to the Discord on the forums in the general, I believe. If not, I don't know how to invite someone.
The computer is slowing down.
Oh, you're Abraham's Oasis. Sup, dude? I liked our conversation last night. We actually spent the last like 15 minutes during the Val's Fest talking about the Android builds, and we come up with a new name for the archetype. We call it a cyborg build because that just makes logical sense. They're part human, part machine build. Good England. Notice how Piccolo AI is doing well once again. I'm telling you, this is the best AI in the league right now.
No chance.
Because I remember when we were talking about it, when I was initially thinking up the Android builds, I sold a damage-based one short. I guess I was wrong. Because Late Piccolo proved me wrong and proved that that can work.
Jesus.
Like, oh no, you gave me a bit of space. You took 10,000 points of damage.
Piccolo AI new meta.
Yep, I'm telling you, it's an insane Patara. Good night. Alright,
Good night, Bob.
see ya. Yeah, I did stream late. See you, I won't be streaming tomorrow, and I don't know about the rest of the weekend.
Guild's armored squad is the best. I challenge you.
No.
Knowing you, you're gonna get bored.
Majin Buus is good, but Piccolo AI.
Piccolo AI has been stepping it up lately.
Oh my god.
Majin Buus is definitely up there.
Someone just said Salza is secretly the Grand Priest. He's not though. Now I've just got my phone open to watch stream quality, and it's looking fine thus far. No, that's not helping.
Ooh. Salza needs to stop. Piccolo AI needs to stop.
This is the power of Guild's armored squad.
Telling you, it's new meta. Piccolo AI is a serious threat.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I've seen it perform on most characters has been put on. Oob, Salza, Cyborg Tau, Fasha.
I challenge you.
Better for spammers?
The best one for spammers is absolutely Chaozu AI.
Chaozu.
I find for the 4 archetypes, Majin Buu is the best aggressive melee fighter, Piccolo the best passive melee fighter, Chaozu the best passive spammer, and Tien the best aggressive spammer. And as for droids, they're all over the place. I can't really determine.
I don't know anything about handshake.
When we go back to Season 6 AI, when Fasha was on Gohan AI, the most mysterious character in the league.
Back when Foster was on that Gohan AI.
Gohan AI was in consideration for Yajirobe just because he goes to max power so much.
With that flavor tax.
Mm-hmm. We want him to be aggressive in max power mode. He's not like anyone else in the league, to be honest. He's a very special type of fighter.
He's a special cookie.
Yeah, those are the 4 AIs I find to be the best in the league right now. And this holds true for the most part in Season 9 as well, not just what we've seen thus far.
This is the power of Killer's Armored Squad.
So... Oh, and Trunks AI, and the other high contenders are Trunks AI.
There's other melee AIs, depends on the character.
Yeah, Trunks AI can be good. Freeze AI can also be good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting some. Yeah, the other AIs that I've seen do things are those two, Yajirobe AI, and I feel like there's a melee one I'm forgetting. Nice counterattack. Yeah, but it's still present. Jane is on Trunks AI, Yajirobe is on Trunks AI. Trunks appears to be a very aggressive style melee fighter. And they like smash attacks, I've noticed. From my experience. Oh, and Default AI. Default AI has its moments as well.
It's definitely fallen off in comparison to Blue AI, but I'd say it's a good second.
Oh yeah, Cell, because you have like Geo Tigers running it. Sal's is running it right now. Cell AI is one I forgot. Three Buus and TNAI, yep. Currently my team is made up of a Piccolo, 2 Trunkses, a Chaozu, and an unknown. Alright, so two Trunkses, a Chaozu, a Piccolo, and an unknown. And the unknown is leaning currently towards freezing. And consider last season it was TN, Trunks, Piccolo, and later on Chaozu. And before that character was on Chaozu, they were on Frieza or TN, I can't remember. There was not much variation on our team with AI, and that's because we knew which AIs worked for our characters, and they just happened to all be the same.
It might be, but unless you want to get rid of that, Cell is an AI that's kind of been falling off for me personally. It's a good
At least you have excited. At least you have excited, and I'm not saying that unironically here. Because excited is actually a debatably worthy trade-off. In my opinion, it's not, but other people would argue otherwise. That's a round 3, right?
I haven't been paying attention.
I saw 1 loss and 1 win, but there might have been a second loss.
You're nothing but a pig.
Round 1. He won. Yeah, it's round 3.
Cool. I have to get up at 10 tomorrow.
Why do you gotta get up at 10?
D&D nights.
For Black Friday?
Huh?
For Black Friday? You going off some Black Friday deal?
They're probably going Black Friday deal shopping at the local game store. Because they're grabbing me at 10 because they're going to HQ. That's our local game store. It's got literally half the store is dedicated to Magic the Gathering, and their store is huge. Yeah, that's what I figured. The thing is that I don't see it. It's likely not going to be an option. And from what I can tell, sleep is almost guaranteed to be gone. But excited, ones like excited and rebirth are in doubt. Yeah, in my opinion, all healing B1 should be abolished and killed. Because I believe they're unhealthy for the weak. Other people would disagree, and they are free to have their, in my opinion, wrong opinions. Nice. Matrix dodge, that freaking psychokinesis. Super 17 would be. That's funny because that's both of our. Super 17 would be proud of that Matrix dodge, is what I was about to say. And then I realized that they were both FAs for blades.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. What test next?
I wonder if that's what they're actually gonna do.
I
Since
feel
they can change B2s, I don't know why they wouldn't.
can. They absolutely can change B1s. It's just that obviously they want to give them B1s that make sense.
Yeah.
The problem is that the reason I think they haven't touched that can of worms yet is because there's only one that fits Yajirobe.
I mean, they might be doing it.
Because
What's taking them so long?
Because
They said they were working on it, but how long does it take to just crank up some B1s and be done with it?
yeah, because in my opinion, when it comes to, I would call literally any B1 that gave Yajirobe, not that I would say it wouldn't make sense unless it was False Courage, because it's the only one that makes sense. But the problem with that is False Courage on Yajirobe would be incredibly busted.
Mm-hmm.
Do not give Yajirobe False Courage. But the problem with not if you give him something other than False Courage is that I will call you up because it doesn't make sense for him to have whatever you gave him, because there's nothing else that makes sense.
You give him something like After Image or Wild Sense or something.
He's not fast enough to do something like that. That's the problem. He would never be capable of doing either of those things. This Trunks is fighting King Cold again because I was salty. I counted wrong. Spring Kai's World, we're back.
That's Spring Kai?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's not for me. In my opinion, Rebirth. It's not about Rebirth or Excited being viable. It's that I feel like they're unhealthy for the weak. Are they viable? Absolutely, they're worth it. Are they worth the? I love that unique dialogue. Are they worth the downsides? Not necessarily, but that's debatable. But my reason for dislike is purely based on opinion and saltiness towards all types of healing B1s.
She's already one of the strongest characters in the league.
Yeah. I think Trunks thinks he has something to prove. Yeah, our rolls sucked this year.
I'm glad you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Well, I had some Thanksgiving dinner. Carl's Jr. was open 24, so I got me a burger.
Nice.
Wow.
That whack grab. I ate 2, and I didn't like either of them. Our rolls were bad.
Boy's gonna be full of grain. He's gonna be so constipated.
Ooh, that might hit.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's gonna hurt. It's base super plus. So that's how much that does. Well, actually, no. Subtract like 1,000 of that. Because there was a grab prior.
Yeah. You gonna do it again?
Subtract 1,000.
I thought he was gonna do it again.
I think he just went for it. I ate a lot of ham. A lot of ham and a lot of mashed potatoes. And an Oreo pie slash cheesecake thing. I don't know exactly what it was. Trunks, if you don't finish him off right now, good boy.
I'm devouring this Nintendo Switch that I got.
Good, he threw out more burning attacks this time around.
Mm-hmm.
After these next two AIs, if neither of them, serious talk, would pump up not make sense for someone like Yajirobe? No, it wouldn't.
Want to become my son in Frieza's place? How about it? I'm not interested.
Nothing about him says big and strong. No, it's not happening.
You're ready. Versus Kid Buu is still on the table if you want.
Yeah, Kid Buu is still on the table, and I'm still considering it.
For all I know, Kid Buu's not even good anymore. I haven't tested him at all.
He did it at point blank, it's fine. I still can't wait till this B2's gone. He's a fat boy is what he is. Pump up doesn't make sense. If you can find me a B1 that makes sense, that's not False Courage, I will personally recommend it to staff. Because I don't want Yajirobe to get False Courage either, because then he'll get banned from B1 Patars because he'll be busted. And he'll get banned from the B1 AIs again. And I don't want that.
Yep.
So if you can find something that'll work, that's lore friendly, I will accept it. So Trunks doing a lot better this time around.
That's it.
He only eats protein, because he only eats beans, I think. Trunks. Impressive display. See, I had nothing to worry about. This AI is still on the table. But we continue onto the breach with default AI. And a new build for Late Piccolo from the request of Oasis. He requested a slight alteration, not that one, to give him Key +1 after houndishly recommending that he try it. We're going to try it in my test. Same map. I don't know why I've been putting Trunks in costume too for this entire time, but I'm not stopping now. You know something crazy, people?
What?
I might actually go on entire stream without pulling up Twitter.
Try and stop me.
Because you're interested in what you're talking about. You have a lot of viewers, I guess, that are all talking.
I might have to come back at some point and watch this stream over again because I enjoy this discussion so much.
Yeah, he doesn't need two of those.
Oh, no, that won't work. I was about to say stalling, but then I realized power body. Friggin' God, I can't think of anything. About even right now from default AI. Oh, mid-thigh. I was spacing out there for a second. That's my bad. Oh, that false card's not good.
No way.
He already gains power body from his max power, so having two different B1s that give him power body would be incredibly annoying to fight against, and I don't want Yajirobe to be that way. Even if stalling is just power body and not false courage, full power charge,
Try and stop me.
Debatable?
I sure hope you're ready.
He doesn't really understand how to use ki. Even taking away his rocks doesn't necessarily make sense. But, I feel like Yajirobe will be a little powerful with that. Yeah, you're right. That's why I'm saying that they should not give him another thing that gives him power body, because it doesn't fix what could be. It doesn't fix what I would consider to be a problem. Because I think it's kind of a problem with Yajirobe right now. I don't know. Full power charge. Full power charge is debatable. That might hurt.
That gonna miss. Ooh!
Default AI is kind of bad. I'm starting to think that that default AI isn't default throw B2s like I thought it was.
Ah, the charge rate is so fast.
Who's?
Piccolo?
Dead. Default's off the table. Freeze is looking really good though, so I'm not so worried. You would think, but I have I think default AI has its own standard for every character, and my theory is that that is is a B2 oriented one.
I won't be holding back. I sure hope you're ready.
Because most characters I put default AI on want to throw out B2s. Chiatsu AI I don't expect to go that low. I expect him to throw out a lot of B2s but not be good enough in melee.
What's good in the melee game? God, it's still this. It's still this 75.
You want him to be competent in the melee game, or at least be good at disrupting your opponent's melee. Nobody's proving me wrong right now.
That was nice.
Yeah,
that was
maybe.
nice.
That's gonna hurt.
Ooh.
And it's kinda...
Yep.
This is what I mean. Give pick a little bit of space.
Yep. You give him a complete room and he's gonna put a Fury Bullet in your butthole.
Stop your melee and throw out a light grenade. Luckily you were able to stop some of the damage. But I'd say this match has probably been decided right here because of the false curve. Burning Heart, maybe. Nope.
I won't be holding back. Come on, let's see what you got. Fight.
I think he proved me wrong with that melee game. Did he get unlucky? Is Light Pick just a great fighter?
Yes. Only like the
Yeah,
strongest
pretty
member on the
much.
team.
That's how Piccolo AI goes, Sam. That's how we do.
It's a good AI, man. New hotness. Sasha's been sitting on it the entire time, being super good. Out of everybody else.
Nice! He's still down, though.
Yeah, he's down.
Nice counter. Oh, I thought he grabbed him. What?
I don't think you can. That's it.
Not a big fan.
Still fight you.
Crazy Eyes looking
So
like the front runner.
what?
I've got one, maybe two AIs left.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got two AIs left. Other than and they have to prove themselves to be better than Frieza. And this is their high benchmark start. Also, key +1 late pick works as well. Just throwing that
Did
out there.
Frieza already beat Piccolo? Or are you gonna put Frieza against Piccolo?
No, he's already fought Piccolo and beat him.
Oh, okay.
Who am I looking for? King Piccolo time. Power scale, a fitting name. The Lookouts? Okay, never mind. We're not doing that song. Have you noticed that I always play this song on Kami's Lookout? It's always this one because it sounds like the song that we'll play at Kami's Lookout. It's nice and peaceful.
Oh, you're just in time, because I want to play.
Actually, kind of an interesting encounter when you think about it. Hey Jane, what are you up to down there? I'm very interested in this one, not just because Jane's in it, but I'm also interested in King Piccolo. For once, one of my characters is in the test and I'm not watching my own character. Come on, KP, you need to charge. There you go. Excellent use of melee and B2 is what they're looking for. Ooh, tried. Tried for a Kaikosen as well. That is a nice tool for a passive fighter, like they want him to be as well. Arranging your next test, I hear?
No, my next test is already out.
Wow. Probably not. This one being not even. They're not wanting to go down without a complete fight. There you go. Close match.
Piccolo accepts no substitutes.
What does that mean? What does he mean by that? What does he mean by King Piccolo accepts no substitutes?
There you go.
Are you ready to see how truly awful King Piccolo can be?
I need to watch Dragon Ball. Is there any anime left that you've recommended for me, Yubel, that I haven't watched yet?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Steins Gate.
Okay. Next on the list. I think we accepted a substitute. Lol. I just don't get what he means. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. Nice job, Jamie. Great job. You got him. Nobody wants to counterattack. And he hits it. Okay, fair enough. You're still stupid, though. Well then.
Now.
Someone didn't refresh their Google Chrome. At 4 o'clock, he edited this post. Not only was this AI wrong, but he changed his build for match 3.
What happened?
The AI was wrong. He edited his build a couple hours ago and I missed it. Apparently I didn't refresh my browser.
Oh. You should have at least told us.
I just now realized.
Oasis.
I'm
Shame on you.
glad I caught it, because I was like, wow, what AI was that? Broly?
I want to try gathering the Dragon Balls. I want to have a
I was confused by the AI. I was like, Broly AI did that good? And then I checked and I was like, oh, it's TNAI. That's not good. So we're running this over again, it seems. I'm just glad I caught it.
Oh, you're just in time, because I want to play.
Too late now. Stream's almost over.
I already had 2 open sodas. I was not cracking open the third. I can still do the move.
So, Sam, if you want to go ahead and do that Foster rematch against Oob, put him against that Power Rage Pickle AI, 'cause that was looking nice.
You liked that.
It's good.
Yeah, it's fine. I just missed it, Abraham. Oasis, I should have refreshed. That's my bad.
What AI was he on previously?
He was on TNAI on Attack +1 and nothing else. He did pretty well.
One.
So I guess you get a free little test in there. Huh? So I think, needless to say, from what we saw earlier, though, Weiss's Chan AI is still one of your best.
Yeah.
Still, or is one of your best for King Piccolo, because he clapped up James Blyson. Granted, he was on attack plus 1 and not plus 1.
I don't think Broly's that great.
Yeah, Broly's is supposed to be a super aggressive AI, so you have to outmight your opponent is what you need to do.
What's happened? Oh. Are you ready?
Okay. So you guys just switch off. So it's boring AI test to interesting DAX test. I thought you guys test interesting. Yeah, I noticed your next test is the Resident Sleeper AI test. You're so boring. Kind of like what we're watching now, just an AI test.
But I'm interested in seeing how the AIs behave.
Because you're interested in the two characters that are fighting each other.
I've been interested in KP even for a while, just because I like his kit. It's a bit of an interesting kit. Same for Mecha Frieza. I like Mecha Frieza because of the kits and the way they build.
You have a weird man crush on Mecha Frieza.
I have not said anything about Mecha Frieza for weeks. You leave me the hell alone.
He's a gay for Mecha Frieza.
That is the joke, yes. That's the meme that I almost took further. I almost did it. Just so you guys know. Just to complete the season-long meme, I almost said when we beat Cole, I'm sorry Mecha Frieza, I love you, as a joke. I want to say she does. She has another Patara called Master Blast.
Yeah, sometimes she does.
It's a bit different.
Sometimes it's Master Blast, sometimes it's Rush Blast too.
But anyway. Yeah, I almost considered completing the meme and then dropping it forever after finally completing the joke by saying I love you to Mecha Frieza as a joke. What turned into just an interest in the way the character was built, people started joking about it as an obsession. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna ramp it up to 11 then. Like, you made this a meme, so I'll go all the way with it. Except I didn't go all the way with it. That's what we call a character arc. And he just killed himself.
What's happened?
Roll AI is no. No, it's a very similar version of Bastard Blast.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what this Master Blast is. That's not even in the game. Master Blast.
Can we get an edit and rename Master Blast Bastard Blast?
We probably could.
This is the new meme.
Are you ready to see how truly awful King Piccolo can be?
What AI is this?
This is Goku AI. An AI I don't like personally, but it's done things for other characters. Like, I've always gotten the vibe that Goku likes to do a little bit of everything. It's just that whenever I've tried to make it do a little bit of everything, he's bad at a little bit of everything. I was almost a nice kind person. Yep, and I like that. That is the correct philosophy. It's better not to have Master Strike if you don't unless you need it, because if anyone could use it and it be less noticeable, it's Fasha. Same with Ginyu. If they need the 2 QFAs on other people, you can slap that Master Strike on Ginyu. Ginyu, because in a perfect world, he body changes every match.
Yeah. Like, unless you absolutely quick fast Lonzo to give her quick fast attack over Master Strike. Especially since you're gonna change it.
Ugh.
Are you ready to see how true
Her melee is hurting regardless, though.
Maybe. Probably.
What, by an exquisite skill put on there? This is Goku AI.
Yeah, this is Goku AI. Broly was the first one.
No, Broly was the last one. Broly was the second one. It was TM Goku. Broly's the one who got 2-0'd.
Yeah, Broly got 2-0'd by Jane. Yeah. This is now Goku AI.
It would be nice.
Oh, self-harm goes away when he uses a B2?
Uh-huh.
Didn't know that. The more you know... I thought they were on a timer.
He used it.
That's full power. Nice smoking. Sorry, I'm kind of tired.
You're almost done.
Yeah, I know. And I'm staying focused. I'm still watching. I'm not tuning out. Plus, after this, I have things timestamped, and then I need to go into my next task. And then I want to work on my D&D campaign a little more. Well, fair enough then, Goku. Prove me wrong, why don't you?
Yeah.
I talk shit on an AI and then it does well. This just seems to be a trend.
Well, it seems you're not in the mood to talk. Finish. I wasn't even using half of my power.
Why is this a thing?
I'm
gonna talk crap on Piccolo AI when I run it on Trunks tomorrow. Or the next day or whenever I run that test.
You gonna run on Trunks?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Just because it's doing so well right now. That's the confidence I have in Piccolo AI. I'm just gonna throw it on a character and see if it works. Just cause it's a good AI.
Mine as well.
Are you ready to see how truly awful
The only other AI I have to test is Yajirobe. People are saying Cell, so I might have to test Cell too, but I don't have a third AI, to be honest. I don't have another AI to run in the next test with that AI, is the thing. So maybe I just don't run Freeze AI next test since he beat King Cold.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just run those three.
Because other than that, I've ran pretty much everything I'm willing to run except Gohan, Recoome. Gohan and Recoome are the only 2 AIs I haven't run. Gohan, Recoome, and Vegeta. Those are the only 3 I haven't run. And Broly, 4. But I have a feeling none of those are going to work, just based on the descriptions alone. Ginyu as well. Oh, good lord. Oh, yes. Countered. Tien got a bit unlucky this time around. I considered it, don't. But to be honest, I prefer Jane being the aggressive fighter since Tao is his passive counterpart. Trunks AI ain't no slouch AI neither.
Clearly. He's slouching all over King Piccolo's face right now.
Ooh, oh, I almost dodged that. Oh, okay then.
Oh.
That's odd, because this is also TNAI.
Who's TNAI?
This is TNAI. Remember that test that I ran and then found out that was incorrect? That was TNAI. This is also TNAI.
I thought this was Trunks AI. No, this is Goku AI.
What are you talking about? No? Which AI are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
The King Piccolo?
Yeah, go.
Or just round...
This is round
3? Or just round 3?
Yeah, this is round 3. He's on TNAI. The AI he was on...
Oh, this is the full build?
Yeah, this is a full build, yes.
Oh.
On TNAI. It was originally a full build on Chaozu AI, but that changed. Yeah, it's odd, because in that test, it was attack up 1 TNAI, and he clapped up Jane, but now he's on P plus 1 TNAI, and he's been clapped up by Jane.
Jane's got his build back.
So maybe the attack plus 1 launcher support, Fighting Spirit, Sirius, Power Breaks build TNAI is worth looking into. The only thing is that Tien is an aggressive AI, and that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for an AI to slow the pace. But I mean, if he's enough of a power player where it doesn't really matter, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like Jane. Jane isn't chosen to be a passive. Oh, last test yes it is. Jane isn't chosen to be a passive or aggressive fighter. We run the best AI for him because he's that type of power player where we just run whatever makes him most powerful. You build the team around Jane, essentially. That's what you do with your power player. You build your team around you build your team around Janema. You build your team around Cell. And if the character, if the way you built your character happens to be the blankest of blank slates, your power character, like ours is with Jane, it just means that you have a very high amount of freedom in how you build the rest of your team. We lose one important AI, one important Patara, to our power player, and that's Eternal Life. Everything else is free game. We have an entire 5-man team's worth of Pataras to use on a 4-man team. The only thing we don't have is Eternal Life. That's what makes the defense Eternal Life character so good. Because it allows for so much more freedom throughout the rest of the team. And on a power player, it's proven to provide great results for what I'd consider minimal investment. Nice stretchy grab. And stretchy grab once again. That's why we need on top of it. I got a notification at 6 about it. Sit, boy. Sorry, my dog's here. Sit, boy. Are you sitting? You're not sitting. Sit. If you want, you gotta sit, of course. Oh, there you go. There you go, boy. Now he's got to beat him with melee. Can he take 10,000 off of Jane with melee? With Eternal Life taken away?
No.
That might be it. Ooh, unlucky.
What happened? Oh, how could I be defeated?
Maybe retest this with attack +1 over ki +1, because it certainly did work on Jane last time around. So it's worth a look-see. Anyway, that's it for me for a few days, I think. Till then, take it easy. Adios.